This is video 4 of using the Red Rhino Conduit wizard in PlanSwift. One of the main things I want to communicate in this video is how to allow for the riser for conduit when you do takeoff. Okay, a riser is defined as a conduit that goes up or down. It stubs up or down in walls or up out of panels, and so you have to account for that when you're doing takeoff. Okay, and the way you do that is to roll past things. I'm going to show you that. Now you can see I have the plan set up here for branch circuit takeoff in a power plan, on a power plan. This run here, if you can see it, is it's circuit LC4, and of course you have to know where panel LC is, and it happens to be over here in this corner in the electrical room. Okay, so all you do is, let me say it one thing. One way you can do it is you can roll past something. So I'm going to go ahead and digitize, click on MC cable, I'm going to click OK. I'm going to go on one side of this receptacle and just click and roll over to it. You'll see I added about almost 10 feet of riser there. Okay, so I'm just going to roll on past it. I'll click again on the drawing. I'm going to do the same thing up here. I'm going to roll past the panel about 10 feet and stop doing takeoff right there. And so what I mean to say or show you is that I basically rolled past these to allow for the riser of 10 feet. Okay, now next I would address the conduit wizard here is flashing. I'm just going to go ahead and see this through. Now with MC cable it's a little different than conduit, EMT. You'll see that it populates. Let me just move this over. It populated the MC cable, the 10-2. Now it shows a distance here. It rolled off 176 feet. 0.18, and it shows one run. Okay, now let me show you another method of doing the accounting for the riser. Okay, I'm going to show you that right now. I'm going to minimize the conduit wizard connector here, and I'm going to reduce the size of the plan here to get my point across. Okay, let's say for instance that I want to add a 10-foot riser on conduits that I take off on. Okay, so one of the things you can do is you can just go set up a dimension on the plan of 10 feet. I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to click on dimension up here. It's digitizing. Now this is just going to mark a dimension on the plan. So I'm going to click here. I want to roll over and make the dimension 10 feet, right about 10 feet. Doesn't have to be exact, but as an example, I want my riser to be 10 feet. Now, when I do that, I'll stop digitizing. I'll blow this up just a little bit. Do you see how that just shows a 10-foot dimension here? Now, if you want to, what you can do now is you can just roll things off exact and then come back here and roll this back and forth for every riser. I'm going to show you an example. Let's say that these conduits right here, or I should say, let's say that the MC cable feeding these I know has to go up in the ceiling, over and back down, and I need a 10-foot riser on each. So I'm going to digitize the 10-2. I'm going to show you this. I'm going to digitize the 10-2. I'm going to click OK, and I'm going to just roll from, or I should say take off, digitize from one outlet to the other. Okay, exact. It's 24 feet. And I'm going to right click and stop digitizing. Now I'm just going to go over here. I'm going to start digitizing again here. Let me start over, click OK. And I need a total of 1, 2, and I need another riser here. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4 risers. So I simply go over here, I click here, and I'm going to go back and forth 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it just added all of that, almost 40 feet extra for the risers into the conduit wizard. Now I'm going to stop digitizing. I'm going to click on the conduit wizard. Now one of the things I have to do in the conduit wizard again is to go in here and change the number of runs, right? I'm going to move this out of the way a little bit. I added 2 more runs of conduit. So I'm going to type in 3 here. Okay, I have to revise the number of runs. I'm going to click modify takeoff, and when it does, It says conduit added. What it did was it changed the MC cable, it changed to the correct distance, and it changed to the correct number of fittings and supports. Okay, hope that helps. So again, two different methods where you can allow for the conduit riser. Very important to do this. Okay, and the next video I'll show more concepts of taking off branch or feeders.